I'm Morgan from Pack Hacker, and in this video we're taking a look at the Bellroy Tokyo Side Bag, which I've been testing for 4 weeks. If you find this video helpful, hit subscribe so that we can continue making content that helps you travel smarter. Let's jump in. Taking a look at the external materials of the bag, it is made from a by the ripstop, which is a unique blend made from recycled industrial nylon cutoffs. It feels really comfortable to hold, very smooth. It feels pretty protective as well. It isn't rated for weather protection or like water resistance necessarily, but just based on the design, it should do like a decent job of protecting the contents from like a very light rain. I wouldn't like get caught out in like a massive rainstorm with this, but it should still be fairly protective. The rest of the materials are really nice, feel very like high quality. The strap feels like a very smooth nylon. It's very like similar to a seatbelt. And then it also uses like eco tanned leather, which they use for the attachment points, and then custom metal hardware here, which gives it like a really nice, high quality aesthetic, I'd say. And just like the very minute detailing like right here is really cool. And then as for branding, it's pretty minimal with just like smooth like Bellroy, more eco tan leather tab right here on the front. As for the harness system, it can be carried clutch style. It's small enough that it's kind of like a bigger clutch, but you can still definitely get away with it even when it's like fully loaded. Or you can carry it shoulder or crossbody style. And so the included shoulder strap is really nice. It's got like a nice length to it, and it's really easy to adjust as well with this custom metal hardware. The strap itself has like a very smooth seatbelt nylon feeling to it, so sliding it like on your shoulder is no issue. And then the shoulder strap can be adjusted as well, so that you can kind of have this depending on how you like to wear it, either on your left or on your right. You can customize it like that by removing the carabiners and switching them basically, since they are attached with these leather pull tabs right here. Due to the design, it does kind of tend to lean forward a little bit. If you can see that, just because like the attachment points are on the back, but that's not a huge issue. It's still really comfortable and very light and very easy to use. So this is what it looks like on. As you can see, it's pretty minimal. To me, it feels like a extra pocket that you wear on the outside. And in like practice, like in use, it also kind of functions like that with like the zipper compartment like here. I'd say the aesthetic is casual, but can be dressed up to like a little bit more of a formal, especially thanks to the leather accents and the metal hardware and that like very high quality, well-made aesthetic. So I could definitely get away with wearing this to like a more formal event. And it is still versatile to wear like as a dedicated travel bag, throwing like all your travel documents, passports, wallets in here, and then throwing this inside of another bag. It's perfect. It's really, really easy and keeps everything nicely contained. But then if you need it, you can just grab it out and like put it on in addition to like a backpack, and it doesn't get in the way thanks to its like small form factor. Taking a look at the inside of the bag, starting off with the secondary compartments. The only secondary compartment is a somewhat hidden back rear compartment that you can see this pull tab right here. With the design of the material and the zipper, it kind of hides it, but the zipper tab is kind of like a dead giveaway, so just something to keep in mind there. But this is basically the entirety of this bottom, basically. And in here I just have like a set of keys. It's got a nice amount of capacity to it. I've thrown a wallet in here. I can fit a phone, but it kind of sticks out just because I have the iPhone 15 Pro Max. I think like a regular Pro or like a regular smaller phone would definitely fit in here and you could still close it up. But aside from that, it's basically it for secondary compartments. The rest is in the main compartment. Taking a look at the main compartment, it is accessed through this chunky zipper on the top, which has like a nice wide opening so that you can get like a nice overview of everything inside, and it expands pretty well. The bottom is also gusseted, as you can see here, so that it can like expand depending on how much stuff you have, or kind of collapse and shrink in on itself. It's rated at 1 liter, but I feel like I can definitely get away with a little bit more. Inside, starting off with this area right here, it is really nicely divided by this peep pocket, they call it, and it kind of cuts the bag into two, giving it two distinct sections. Right here is just an open area, basically. It doesn't have any like internal organization. It just is like a nice deep pocket, and so I had my wallet in there. This also works really well for like a phone. That works pretty nicely. And then this tab right here is an interesting design. It is designed to fit a AirTag or any similarly shaped tracker. I think like the what is it called, the Chipolo 1 Spot should fit in here as well. As long as it's smaller, like circular, you can stick it in here and it kind of blends in. And to me, I didn't even know it was supposed to be an AirTag holder until I like was playing around with it and noticed the little pocket right here. So I thought that was like a pretty cool addition. On the opposite side, there's a little bit more organization. I just have my phone, which sits nicely in here. And then there's 2 mesh pockets. Just have like a little charger and a pair of AirPods. And so these slip pockets are like meshy, so they stretch really nicely. And they're designed to be integrated like into the side so that when not in use, they kind of sit flush up against the wall and don't take up any space. But when you do have something inside, it also kind of sits and floats so it doesn't like interfere with anything here as well. I thought this works really, really nicely, and it's very easy, especially with like the added visibility of this accent color. And then the middle is called they call it a peep pocket. And so it is got a pen loop, which is a little bit difficult to get a pen in and out, especially if you have like a grippy material, because this is made from the eco-tanned leather. It has like a nice solid structure to kind of maintain its shape and form. And so this is what cuts the bag in half and separates the 2 compartments basically. But this is also a compartment, and I just have a field notes journal inside, and it kind of just functions as like a little area to store flatter objects. I definitely put stuff like receipts, tickets. I would sometimes put cards in here, and it kind of just snaps closed. It doesn't have any like confirmed or like securing mechanism. It just kind of, based on the design, it just kind of closes by itself. But it works really well. I never had any issues with anything falling out, which was definitely appreciated. And then aside from that, that is basically it. It just functions as like, you can store a nice amount of stuff in these gusseted bottoms, basically. So there you have it, the Bellroy Tokyo Side Bag. Thanks for keeping it here at Pack Hacker, your guide to smarter travel. We'll see you in the next video.